Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and I am Stitchy Fifer here on YouTube and over on Instagram. A very warm welcome to you if this is your first time visiting my channel. I hope that you find something you like, and if you do, please click on the like and subscribe buttons and select all in the notification drop down so you're advised whenever I upload new content. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending some more time with me today. Your support is, as always, is appreciated, and I would ask that you interact with the videos by sending, giving me likes, add comments, even if it's just an even if it's just an emoji. It's all engagement and it all helps get my channel out there so that other people can see it and maybe find something that they like in the channel. Today is Sunday the 16th of November. I normally film on a Saturday, so I'm a day late, but that's because I had a late night on Friday finishing a project. Yes, I've got a finish this week, guys. Woo! Finish number 3 for the year. Yeah. So I have got that, plus 2 whips and a new focus for a finish, and I'm going to have a new I'm going to have 2 new focus for the finish. I've not got the other one out of the cupboard yet. Don't think I'll be getting that out because I don't know if I'll be doing it this week or not. I'm going to start with the stitchy week. I stitched 6 days. I didn't stitch on Thursday. I think there. I didn't stitch on Thursday. I had a migraine on Thursday. But I still managed 8,587 stitches for 6 days, which is really quite good going. It helped that I did between Friday, all day Friday until about 1 o'clock Saturday morning. I did 2,800 and odd stitches to finish up a project, so that did help my stitch count quite a bit. But I'm going to start with the stitching for the week. Start with the whips. The first project that I'm going to show you is, oh no, oh, what happened there? I hit the wrong. I must have had the cursor must have been on the close button. This one is what I'm going to show you first. This beauty. This is Venus. It is a retired freebie chart from Heaven and Earth Designs. It was released in the Facebook group, which is official Heaven and Earth Designs group. It was released Valentine's Day 2024 or round about there. And they're only up in the Facebook group for a short period of time, maybe about a month or something. So you've got to be quick to grab it. So I got that. I was lucky enough to grab it. I did not know when I would stitch it because I'm not really one for stitching dragons, but I like the colours on it, and that's why I decided to start it. I stitched on this. Let me just go back into here for a week. Sorry, Charlie's distracting me. He's lying on the floor being cute. I stitched on this for 2 days, and it was 1,735 stitches, and I worked on bringing. This pure project has been blocks, it's been diagonal blocks, it's been cobble in the colour, and now I'm on the straight diagonal, but I am cross country within the diagonal, which is how, well, I did cross country up and down for the HAED SAL, the roses that I had just finished last week. And I quite enjoyed it. and I thought to myself, I'm going to give it a bash. See, so normally I wouldn't stitch cross country on 25 count because I think it makes my stitches look messy, but I like the speed, and I like the fact that I was able to get quite a few stitches in, and getting 1700 stitches in 2 days on a 25 count fabric, and when you're changing colours as often as you do with the Heaven and Earth Designs charts, isn't something to be sniffed at. So yeah, like I said, I thought I would try it. I'll bring it up closer so you can see the stitching. The lighting's not brilliant in here today. Sun's starting to go down. It is 3:15 in the afternoon. And as many of you, for those of you that know Scotland, this is when it starts to get light and starts to go a bit funny. So it's a wee bit darker. Looks a wee bit darker than it is in real life. It's a lot, you know, it's not bringing out the colours as much. I think I said that last week. It's this one. This is one of those ones that once I get further across and get more of these teals in, you'll see the colours come to life a bit more. It doesn't look like much at the moment other than a grey blob. But I am working on this diagonal here. I have got just a wee drop up at the top there still to do. I just thought I had done. Obviously not. Oh, but it helps if I hold it right way up, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, we've got a wee bit at the bottom still to do. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just doing a kind of typewriter method within the block, within the diagonal. Just working the strand down. If it doesn't finish there, I'll end it and start. Sometimes I'll start another diagonal if there's a lot of that colour. But other than that, if I still have a fair bit left on my thread, what I'll do is I'll just end it and put the thread back on my thread card. You know, on my floss card. But yeah, that was a good start. Holding it that way instead of that way. There we go. But that's it there. Yeah, so looking good. And that has got a total. That actually reached a bit of a milestone last week, because when I start a project, whenever I start a new project, I like to get around 3,000 stitches in. It's what I call an established start. So that has its established start, and I have got 3,325 stitches completed out of 154,000 stitches. Oh my goodness. It's one of those days when I'm just not saying numbers correctly. And I'm 2.16% complete in that. So that is that. So as I say, that reached the goal of 3,000 stitches. So that's slotted into the rotation at slot 23. The next one I worked on for 1 day, and I got 1,071 stitches. And I keep closing pattern keeper instead of just coming out of, you know, backing out of it. Oh. It was on this beautiful chart, and this is 941. It's a freebie by Zana Cross Stitch. It's on her website. Quite a few nice free charts there. I've downloaded a couple of them to start at some point. This is my first Zana Cross Stitch chart, and Charlie, Oscar, just behave, please. Been a pest. So this is my first one by Zana, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. I like the way it's stitching up. The colours are amazing. Yes, it's AI, but I'm sure that you'll agree when you see the top row, because I have got the full top row done. I'm stitching this using the typewriter method, like Stitching Molly. So there's the full top row. Stitched, as I say, 1,070 stitches completed the top row I've got a fair bit started on this second row because I was just doing the same as I was doing before, working my way along. When I got to there within the frame, if it wasn't too far along, like if it wasn't coming from like back here, but there was a fair space between this end and that one. You know, basically just filling this bit in here. So I've got that to there. And I have got a total of 3,678 stitches out of 92,500 and 3.98% complete, and that has also achieved, 3,000 stitches and completed the top row. So that was my 2 goals for that for this time. So all of my projects now have at least 3,000 stitches in. So the next goal that I'm looking for is to work through them and to go to 1%. Who's under 1% and try and get them above. Obviously there's going to be some, like so the bigger ones that it's going to take a while to do. Next project I'm going to show you is the one that's got the majority of the stitching this week, and it got, hold on, plus that, hold on, because I didn't do this bit for excuse me, 5,781 stitches just to get that. So that is Taboo, and it is now complete. And as I say, 5,781 stitches. I stayed up until 1 o'clock on Saturday morning to complete that. I filmed a video of me completing it, and it took YouTube 18 hours to upload it for an hour video. But that is done. It is stitched on 18 count antique white Aida using CXC 310, and that is now complete and away. So that is finish number 3 for the year. It's my 4th long dog sampler finish. I will be starting a new long dog at some point over the next month to 2 months, a couple of months. Although I'm also looking at modern folk embroidery. Wanting to start Roots of Plenty. I've been wanting to start that for a while, but I've just not pulled the plug on that, so I'm going to do that at some point. I'm going to show you my nearest to finished chart on my Notion, to show you that the next project if I can. I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know why it's, there we go. The next one, there we go. The next one on the list is Fisherman's Friends, and that has got 10,000 stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on other projects during the day, and I'm going to work on that one during in the evenings, and try and get that down to maybe 3,000 stitches still to go, and then it'll be a focus for a finish. And I think the one that's the newest one, the most number of stitches yet, is the supersized Kitschy shelf by Aimee Stewart and HAED. I've still got 668,000 stitches almost 669,000 stitches still to go. But I have got one project under 1%. Oh, well, I got one project under 1%. I thought I had more than that. Which is my McGonagall's library. So I'm going to stitch on that because it's at 0.7%. So I'm going to work on that and get that up to 1%. So that's probably going to be my focus next week. But I'm also working on some black work this week to get this away, get this finished. I'm trying to get it the right way around. Hold on. There we go. This is from Peppermint Purple. This is the 2023 sal, free sal that she does on Facebook. She releases, she's doing the 2025 one, it's nearly finished, but she's gearing up for 2026. What I've done is I've just downloaded the files for them all so that I can do them at one pace. I've also got the steady thread one, which is about, the border's about maybe 2/3 completed, so I need to finish that and get the fills done on that, and that I think that's the 2023 one as well. And I've just done the same thing. I've just downloaded the fills each week and downloaded the layouts and what have you, and I can just do them at one leisure. And what I'm going to do is on Saturdays I'm going to start and do this instead of cross stitch. It's going to be a wee change from cross stitch. Maybe make it when I've got back stitching projects, maybe make it a wee bit less daunting to do them, if there's a lot of back stitch, because basically this is all back stitch with the odd bit of cross stitch in it. So that is what I'm working on. I'm just working on this border, this square border here. I've just got to finish it on round there and up. I'm actually working the other way around and working this way. So I've got to just take it up and around there, and then I've got to do the same with this border, take it up, this sort of like line and dash border, and take it round outside. I've got it along the top and near enough that length there, I think it's done. So once that's completed, that'll be getting possibly made into a pillow. So this is when I put my when I ask you guys to help and point me in the direction of some good tutorials for hand stitching pillows or cushions, because that's what I want to do with this. I've got a couple of and I also want to finish Taboo, and I've got a couple of other long dogs that are smaller that would suit, and so I'm looking for tips and tutorial for making those, because I don't have a sewing machine, so it's going to have to be hand sewn. But I think I can manage it. Just sort of do it maybe in the evenings or something. That could take place instead of my focus once I get started on them. Maybe into the new year I can start do things like that in the evenings. So that is all my stitching. Looking forward to the rest of the month. On the 30th I have got a new start. I will be starting this one from Malcolm Watson. This is Celtic Unicorn. I'll be starting this for St Andrew's Day. I'll try and start a new project on St Andrew's Day, which is Scottish themed. Last year I did the Quaker Tiles Scotland flag, which is still one of my whips. That's from Vivsters. That was my new start for St Andrew's Day last year. This year it is the Celtic Unicorn, because unicorns are Scotland's national animal. Go us, picking a mythical being, but never mind. So yeah, that is our national animal. So that is why I picked that one. I have Celtic Thistle as well, which is going to be next year's one. Because thistles are our national flower. And I said national animal. And the reason the thistles are a national flower is because in the days of yore, a long time ago, when Vikings were raiding Scotland, there was a group of Vikings had landed, and they were creeping up on a Scottish encampment, and to be quite extra quiet, they had taken their boots off. But unbeknownst to them, in the field was a whole load of thistles, and they stepped on them with bare feet, and they yelped, and they made a lot of noise and woke the Scots up, and they were defeated. So that is why the thistles are Scotland's national flower. I still don't know why unicorns are our national animal though. But I think it's because they support the royal crest. The Scotland one has a unicorn on both sides. The UK one has a unicorn on one side and a lion on the other. For those of you that are interested. But anyway, I digress. I bought some charts this week. When I'm getting ready to kit up a project, I put money aside, and when I say put money aside, I don't physically put money to the side. I say to myself, I have got X amount there, that is not to get used for anything else other than cross stitch. And when I'm kitting them up, I estimate myself how much it's going to cost me for Abbey at Crossing Crafts to do the fabric and floss. And she always, 9 times out of 10, she surprises me, and it's a lot less than what I think it's going to be. So my treat to myself when that happens is, well, you can get another couple of charts. So I did. I got the monochrome library one that I showed you guys last week. The mock-up is, the mock-up on here is terrible. I want to show you it, but it is really bad. It's got none of the depth that the stitched version does. It's very flat. But I'm actually looking forward to starting that. So that will be Monochrome Madness in March. Will be that one. And that'll get 100 stitches a day, unless I start it earlier. In that case, I will buy another chart. I then went on Etsy. I went a troll on Etsy, and I noticed that Cross Stitch for Everyone was having a wee bit of a sale. So I've got 3 charts for £5. Because they were down to about £1.65 or something each, and it worked out £4.85 for 3 charts. And this is a green library, and I got floral porch, and I got come on, be a mock-up. Stone porch. And these are from Cross Stitch for Everyone. I think it's Missy Mearns is the designer. She's got a group on Facebook, and she's part of 4 Fabulous Designers as well, group as well. So she releases free charts every month and quarterly charts and what have you as well. Got quite a few of her freebies. I'm not stitched any yet, but that's why I bought these ones. I'm being drawn at the moment to these sort of like rooms and sort of like porches and exterior houses and stuff at the moment. Is what I'm being drawn to for stitching. I'm not telling you what I'm started for the HAED SAL, what I'm picked for the HAED SAL yet, and that was not a clue. I will show you on the 1st of January when I start it, because I'm going to do a live start with me on the 1st of January at 12 noon GMT, so that'll be when you'll get to find out. The only people that know about it, know what I've picked are me, Abbey at Crossing Crafts, and the admins, because they have to send the chart out. So that is plans. I've still got to get my fabric and floss for Monocle Glen. That's going to be the next new start after Celtic Unicorn. Although, like I said, I might start another long dog in the middle, in between. Because I don't have a new start for Christmas, because I'm starting Monocle Glen, but I'm thinking I might just get one of the big long dog samplers and get started. I don't know which one yet. I looked at Penance, which is the new one. It's quite good. I quite like it. It's vying with Saga and Death by Cross Stitch and Pandemic and Act of God to get picked. So I think I might put the 5 of them on a decisions wheel and just pick it when it comes to getting it. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to get all of them, because I will get all the charts at some point, but I'm going to pick one and start it probably December, maybe mid-December to mid-January, and then in March we'll have Monochrome March. I don't know what I'm going to do for May this year. I'm not doing Monogamous May again, because it nearly broke my stitchy bug last year, so I don't know what I'm going to do for that. So I might just do Maid Madness and just try and touch all on my lips in the week, in the month. And that'll be everything that I've got stitch-wise, including my stamp kits that I don't show because they're from Chinese sites that I got before I knew any better. So, but I've not stitched on them for a while, but I like stitching on stamped when I want to stitch but can't be bothered counting. So I've got maybe 4 or 5 of them that I've started, and I might just work on them as well in May, but that's all up in the air. May is a long time away. You want to come say hello? Is that what you want to do, Charlie? Charlie. Up, up. There he is. You going to say hello? You going to say hello? Not to me, up to there, to them. You going to say hello? Oh, you want kisses? Okay. Mwah. So that's where the plans are at the moment, stitchy-wise. So I'm going to go before I talk the hind leg of a donkey, as my dad would say. Yeah. Remember, guys, it's not about how many stitches you do, because even one stitch is progress. It's one less stitch you still have to do. I do apologise for sniffing. I think I've got to start with a cold. Be kind. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Kind word, kind gesture, smile costs you nothing, but it can mean the world to the person that's receiving it. You don't know what someone is going through in their life. They could be having an absolute day from hell, an absolute month from hell, week, year, whatever. But your smile, kind gesture, kind word could make all the difference. It reminds them they're not invisible and that they don't have to go through it alone. Yes. And you are not alone, guys. You are important. And that is what matters. Yes, I'm going to give you cuddles in a minute. I've got to say goodbye to everybody. Is that okay with you? Right. So I'm going to go, guys. Take care. Happy stitching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.